Ashley Greene has a bun in the oven. The Twilight alum and her husband, Paul Khoury, are expecting their first child together, according to People magazine. The couple is over the moon with excitement about expecting their first child together, Ashley's rep told the publication. Paul proposed to Ashley in December 2016 at Bridal Veil Falls in New Zealand. The couple got married in July 2018 in a beautiful ceremony at the Nestle Down Retreat in Los Gatos, California. Access Hollywood most recently spoke with the Twilight Effect podcast host in August 2021, and she spoke about the franchise's lasting effect on fans and pop culture.
I was also going to ask, looking back, it's hard to believe that November it's going to mark 10 years since Breaking Dawn came out. What were some of your favorite memories working on those films?
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Every time I mention how long ago it is, people are like, what?
It's crazy. It feels like it was just yesterday.
I know. And that's the other cool thing is that seeing us now finally get to Netflix and seeing that it's still so popular and that it still resonates with so many people is very, very cool. But favorite memories from filming, I think, the first doing Twilight was, I think, will always hold a special place in my heart because I was so new. It was my first real job on a set for that amount of time. And so it was a heck of a job to come into as kind of your first real film. And that's where we kind of created these bonds. And then I think Breaking Dawn for me was very, very fun. I think for me, anything that is physically active is very fun for me. I grew up doing martial arts. And so being able to flex a little bit of that was very fun for me. And working with, I think, the caliber of actors that we were able to get for Breaking Dawn specifically was very exciting for me.
And who can ever forget that plot twist that your character predicted? Everyone was freaking out. I'll never forget that. That was a crazy time.
Speaking of premieres, that was another very cool thing is being in a theater, right, at our premiere with so many fans and getting to firsthand hear their reactions when that happened is something incredible, something I'll never forget because it's, we're like, oh yes, okay, we nailed it because you just don't know. You don't know how it's going to be received, right?
Yeah, I remember when I was there, I watched it like the day that it came out and people were like screaming, like crying, like this didn't happen in the books. And I was like, okay, well, it's Alice. Like maybe it's not real. I don't know.
You were onto it.
I kind of had a spoiler from one of my friends. So I was like, I had an idea that something was going to go down. I didn't know exactly what, but I was like, please let this not be true. So I'll never forget that. Last Twilight question, I promise. I actually spoke with your old co-star, Boo Boo Stewart, recently. He said he'd be down to return because there's a new book that came out, Midnight Sun. Would you ever be down to return if they approached you about something in the future?
I mean, absolutely. I think for me, it's no secret that Alice holds a special place in my heart, and I completely understand how other people relate to her so heavily because I felt the same exact way. And so it's one of my most cherished memories is playing that character. I think, I got to go to set every day and just be this kind of positive ball of energy and sass. And it was very fun. And I would 100% do it again. I don't know, vampires aren't supposed to age is always a thing in the back of my head. So I'm like, how much money do they want to spend on making us younger again? But yeah, I think that would be incredible.